So, weekly recap, as we like to
call them. How was your week?
It was not bad. Almost died a couple times, but it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's always fun when you go to work and don't know if you're going to come home or not. It's always fun. How about you?
Oh, good. Nothing really at work. My mom's birthday today.
Yeah?
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I took her out to dinner with the Longhorns. You were there.
Yeah. It sure was.
It's good.
She insisted on paying for the bill, and I told her...
Yeah, I know. I was like, it's your birthday. Like, we're not doing that.
For your birthday dinner. You think that's flying around here?
Yeah, no.
No.
It's even rude.
Respected gentlemen. We split it. Split the bill.
I got you into the chicken and fries there, too.
Oh, my God. The chicken and fries from Longhorn Steakhouse? No, I know. It's so weird to get chicken
because it's a steakhouse.
At a steakhouse. But my God. I don't know if it's like the breading they use, how they
I don't know.
Fry them or what.
It was good. They're great, though.
So good. So good. What?
Crazy good.
Anything else happened this week?
I got my new glasses today because my other ones broke because they were cheap. So I'm happy I got these ones. Yeah, no, nothing really.
Yeah.
Before I get home.
But on today's episode, we have a special guest joining us, my father, who is running for school committee in Middleborough.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. How is...
Oh man, I really wish we had video. Oh yeah, by probably I'm thinking like 1 or 2 more episodes that we're gonna have video recording of the podcast. We wanted to make it like perfect.
You guys need to, because you guys are just so handsome.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The ladies are missing out on some
so
I don't think any
really good video.
women watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of chicks watch this.
Yeah,
except
no.
for our moms.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so sure.
My mom
Yeah,
watches it.
Yeah.
She told me she
mom.
watches it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm the bad
really
parent
nice.
here.
I
Are you
forced
a
my
bad
dad to watch it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah,
But I just haven't had the
whatever.
time.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, so no, it's good. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
So you almost died, huh?
Yeah. A couple
You want to tell me about that now?
Maybe after the episode.
All right. It's a
Yeah,
weird thing to sit here quietly and
Yeah,
wait for my introduction to hear.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It's shocking. A revelation, if you would.
Yeah.
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 So how was your week?
Oh,
Stressful?
wow! It was a roller coaster of emotion and activity, and yeah, it was all right. It was a good week. It was like most weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Worked,
assholes.
paid bills, and
That doesn't sound fun.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
no. Stay young. Stay kids forever.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Did you like anything like fight a dragon, like
Wrestle a bear.
wrestle a bear, go like
An old
150
lady, you know.
miles an hour in a car, anything?
Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
No.
No
No.
road rage?
I-
you don't have road rage?
No, it's kind of hard this time of year. Like I work on the Cape, so there's not many people down there this time of year, and
Yeah.
The old people flock to
that's
the
still too
south.
cold for the old folks.
Yeah,
So they're
cold.
still in Florida or whatever warm climate they go to.
They're like lizards.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
they're already on the Cape and they just stay out of the
Just
way.
stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay in their homes.
Well, no, I mean, they're active seniors. It's important that they get some exercise. They go out, they do stuff, they socialize, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I wish I had more negative things to say about
No,
my work.
that's
I
cool.
kind of like what I do.
Well, so what
That's
do you
good.
do?
Yeah.
Tell them because they don't know you. They know us. This
all
is
right. So-
this is your episode
So
right now.
I don't know if I can say the name, so I'm going to say that I work for a beverage distributor,
Okay.
a local New England company. And my job is to sell products and place orders for stores like convenience stores and gas stations and
I think what you said to
restaurants.
me as a what was it? A territorial salesman. That sounded
territory sales manager or
There
account,
it is.
or account manager, territory
That's-
account manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want
That
to put
sounds-
a technical term to it,
sounds
make it sound
fancy
fancy on a
as
resume,
fuck.
that's how you would do it.
Yeah.
But basically, I just go into convenience stores and sell cases of drinks to places. And a lot of people, like, the thing that I always get is like, oh, so you actually like bring the stuff in and put it away? No. I have the hard job of pressing buttons on a tablet, and then somebody else delivers it 2 days later. So it's kind of hard to have a bad day at work.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't come close to dying.
No, I know.
Unlike my child.
Yeah.
Well, that's the dream.
That's the difference between blue collar.
Well, that's the dream too, is because every parent wants better for their kid than they had it, and I mean, in terms of life risk, you got it in spades compared to me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I sound like an asshole.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
I chose to take this job, not you. Me.
That's true.
It's on me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried to convince me to do it. I don't like heights.
I know you don't.
I don't like it.
It's only because our buddy.
I don't mind heights as long as I feel secure that I'm not going to fall.
No, I hate, like, I like airplanes. Like, I like flying and stuff.
You're secure. You're in a seat.
Yeah, like.
Right, you're not on a ladder.
Yeah.
No, I
12-foot ladder.
in shop every time they told us to go upstairs, I'd grab somebody. I'm like, I'm not going on a ladder.
Yeah, no, that's
understandable. Because it was like you could only hold like 150 pounds on each square panel that was up there, and I was like,
it was terrifying.
There was already 300 pounds pressing on it. They had metal shelves up there, and
it just wasn't a good time.
Sketchy.
See, that makes sense. See, that's why like when it comes to the specifics. Yeah. I'm scared of falling from a great height. I'm not scared of the height itself. If I'm standing on the top of a skyscraper on like the observation deck looking down and I can feel ground below me and there's a railing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't mind heights either. It's honestly, it's not the safety thing, it's just the weightlessness. It's weird.
Weightlessness?
Like zero gravity almost, where it's like cool, the bucket's moving and I don't feel like I'm just grounded.
Yeah, like you're not like bending your knees and all that.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never been up in one of those like bucket style things. What do they call that? A cherry picker or
cherry picker?
Is that the term?
Bucket truck. You can just call it the bucket.
Addie gets a bucket.
Well, we can't use that now. God damn it!
Damn it!
It's okay. I know you just quote Louis C.K., but that's how you get canceled right there.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure he had to jerk off in front of some women to do that.
All right, and that's how
God damn it!
That's how you get.
That's how you get.
That's all the time we have.
All right, and join us.
Good night, everybody.
We're 3 podcasts in. We're getting canceled.
No,
it's not going well.
Well, that's the important thing. Is this could be a lesson. You gave credit where it's due. You mentioned who said the thing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We won't get copyright.
That's fine.
We won't get sued for anything.
No, and that's really what it's all about. Is just not getting sued.
Yeah. There is no such thing as bad publicity.
That's not true.
Yeah,
that's very true.
That's how you get canceled.
No,
we just started talking about
full circle.
No,
like a snake eating its own tail. Full circle.
No. But like in general, like not like this. Like there is such thing as bad publicity, but like there's levels to it.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, I'll buy that.
So, here's a great question: are you an introvert or an extrovert? Because your job sounds very, very social. You have to go in, talk to people randomly. You have to sell them this product.
Yeah.
But do you put on like a persona to do this? Because like my job is I have one partner and I'm with them for the entire week. I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to talk to customers. The guys know when we get there. We don't have to talk to the manager or anything. They know that we're coming at a certain time. That we're just going to do this right then and there. I mean, same thing with, like, Joe's job. Very social.
Yeah, like when you go into your job, do you kind of put on, like, an acting face? So do you put on an acting face, or are you kind of just, like, yourself when you're kind of, like, do you sell the products, or you're kind of, like, which ones do you want?
Well, okay. So
you can dumb down the question if you need.
Yeah, there's a few parts to this question. So the actual sales part, it's both reordering stuff that's already there. I mean, you think about it, like, you go into a store and you see they have, chocolate milk on the shelf. You buy one, someone needs to replace that. So eventually you just kind of keep reordering the stuff that you carry. You can't just constantly have new stuff coming in. So there is some reordering, but then you also have new stuff where it's like, oh, we have a new brand, we have a new flavor, new whatever, and you have to get that stuff in too. So that's where the sales comes from. The funny thing, like, I think your question about, introvert or extrovert, in my opinion, that's a spectrum. I don't think there's an easy, like, oh, I'm an introvert or I'm an extrovert. There's a spectrum of that. Because the thing, like, you can have an introvert with a couple of close friends, and they open right up in front of those friends. Right. And you can have an extrovert who maybe in certain situations doesn't like to talk to other people. You know what I mean? So, like, there can be...
What you're saying, though, because, like, I'm like that. Like, if I'm around my buddies, like, I'm loud, obnoxious, and all that, but, like, when I'm around a crowd that, like, I don't know, or, like, I'm not like, feeling, like, good about, like, the people that are in the room, I kind of just keep to myself. I feel like most of us are actually like that.
I think that's just human nature. I mean, any extrovert is going to have the moments when they don't feel as confident as they might normally.
I don't know. I know some people that are just, like, always loud in themselves, and that's just annoying.
But that's what you see.
Right.
The question is, are they really an extrovert? Now, so this is where to get more specifically about what I do for my work, I'm not usually a loud, obnoxious person. No. I'm usually pretty quiet. If I know people and I'm comfortable with them, I'll open up a little bit. But when I go to work, there is a little bit of a persona. I have to act like I really give a shit about the products that I sell. And I mean, end of the day, I do. It's my paycheck.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going home and making this stuff in my bathtub. Like, I'm not invested in whatever the recipe is and the family secrets and all that. Like, it's a job. Yeah. And that's where the separation for that is. But, that I have to go in and I have to talk about it. I have to be someone's buddy. I have to really care about what I'm doing in the moment. And then I can walk out and be myself and, and do whatever on my own time. And that so there is a little bit of a persona. There is a little bit of acting. I tend to be a bit quieter than I am when I go into a store. But you kind of learn that over time. And it helps when your paycheck relies on your ability to talk to people, too.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mine's the complete opposite. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to talk to people. You can just sit in the van all day and hang a sign and then go home.
That's the dream.
Sure is. Love getting hoisted up into the air. Or just stepping on a ladder.
Yeah.
I get called names I didn't think were in the English dictionary.
Yeah, well, that's retail.
Yeah. How would be.
Like a blithering blatherskite?
No, I've been called some names that...
Look it up.
Blithering...
I don't think in the moment that's like the first thing that's gonna come out of like a big Italian man's like mouth.
Blithering blatherskite?
Yeah, I just... Yeah.
No. Wait, this is very specific. What big Italian man is calling you names?
No,
I mean,
like
doesn't everybody have a big Italian man at the job
like
calling them names?
He just follows you around.
Hey,
you get your own personal one when you're born. You get your own personal one when you're born.
He makes fun of me, so I feel better in the long run.
Huh?
Assigned at birth.
All
right, what name are we putting on the birth certificate?
It's Tony. That's Tony right there.
Great. Okay. And there's little Vinny, and here's his Italian guy who's gonna follow him around and call him names.
What's the matter with you?
Hey, look at this kid right here. He's a little bambino.
And he does the Reno. You know what I'm saying?
Follows you to school.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's what you get. That's what you get at birth. It's just an assignment.
Just follows you to school.
Everyone technically has an FBI agent and an Italian guy now.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it works.
Everyone. Just two people.
Nobody would get away with anything.
No one ever would.
You're like, you're fucking lying.
I didn't know about the FBI agent.
Yeah, they're always looking at you through your phone.
It's not FBI. That's NSA.
No, NSA. Sorry. You get NSA.
I don't even know if it's NSA. I don't feel like it's. I don't think it's FBI.
I think it's above their
CIA.
Maybe NSA.
DHS.
I don't know.
Department of Homeland Security.
It might be.
No, I don't think it would be Homeland.
I think it switches roles from when it's like stupid stuff like where can I buy weed, and then it's like the major shit. It's like how to build a bomb, and it's like, whoa, all right, we're switching that department over.
No, I feel like they have like everybody's name on like a wheel, and there's like 3 guys, and they like spin it.
It's like a Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, Brian,
FBI,
you get
down.
Joe today.
It's you ever seen The Cabin in the Woods on Netflix?
Of course, I have.
When they're doing the bets on the whiteboard.
Oh, yeah.
Who had mermaids? I had 500 on pigs.
The merman never wins.
The merman never wins.
Oh man, you know, I always wondered that, like, do they actually watch?
If you looked up some pretty heinous stuff, or like, I mean, there's the dark web and like this.
Yeah, but like, we're not the dark web.
No,
We're
I
like
know.
the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, but that's like
You guys think you're on an iceberg?
we might. Be,
Well, have you?
I don't know.
Have you?
seen
You've
my
never
search
seen that?
histories?
You've never seen that picture? No, like,
Oh, back to the FBI.
yeah. So have you ever seen that? You've never seen that picture
No,
on like
okay.
Instagram or anything? It's like
I don't know.
there's like
He's not on Instagram.
no, it's on like
He is.
you on Facebook.
Middleborough,
I know what the
Nick
internets
O'Rourke
are.
for
No, yeah, like
Middleborough.
it's like an
His
iceberg,
Instagram.
and it's like the web that
Yeah,
everybody
we see
knows
that.
about, and then there's like the bottomless pit of like the bottom of it, and it's like the dark web, all that.
Oh
So-
yeah.
So like that's like we're at like the tip of the iceberg. Like we're just
Oh, I get you.
yeah.
We're just scratching the surface of what the hell's legal, and then there's like that whole bottom of the sea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what you're doing is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not criminals.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
You know we're even close to like anonymous.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
You
Yeah, I
still
think
doing
you're fine.
TikTok?
I think you're fine, but speaking of the dark web,
Oh Jesus.
I want
Now
to.
we're
Like,
criminals.
I don't know why. It doesn't even have to. Like, I just feel like this is the most innocuous part that I could get. I want to try to find a human foot.
Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We should
Like
have had
a
your
lucky
cousin
foot?
instead of your dad
Oh,
this
listen.
episode.
Listen,
We're
If
fucked.
I
We're
find myself chained to a basement bathroom floor,
What do you,
handcuffed
Oh, no,
by my
no, not
foot,
Like
and I
some
have to
Jaws.
saw it off,
no,
that's
that
how you
was
get your
Saw.
lucky
I don't want to
foot?
play a game. I just
Oh.
want to find somewhere on the dark
Why?
web. that can
I
find a
want to
human foot.
find someone's foot. Some
Are you
random
insecure
dude's
about your foot size? Because
No,
like
listen,
been there,
you
done
Foot
that,
size.
been there.
That's a good question. What foot size? Like
Oh,
a
I don't
size
care.
13?
I
Like
don't
you looking for
care.
big? Or you
Listen,
looking for like a tiny foot, like a baby foot?
You're getting way too into specifics here, man.
Yeah, 'cause,
I
like-
just want a human foot.
But why?
Yeah, but there's a reason that appeals to you that you want a human
No.
foot. What
Like
is
I said,
it?
Like I said, it could be any other part. I just think a foot is the most innocuous way to go. Because if you went with like, oh, I want a human hand or I want a tongue or whatever, it's like, what are you going to do with that? But a foot, no one's doing anything with a foot. But here's the thing.
People are walking with feet.
No, listen. Well, yeah, no shit. All right, everything has a
It's
function.
gonna take it off the
Everything has a
handicap
function.
person.
No, here's the thing. Everybody talks about the dark web like this dark, mysterious place where you can get all kinds of like crazy.
It's
shit.
illegal eBay.
Right. So here's the thing. So I like just for the novelty of for the same reason that like even though I've been to the Museum of Science in Boston 100 times, I'll still go to the gift shop and buy a goddamn magnetic rock. Like
I never
just
bought one
to
of those.
say
I
that I
stole
went
one.
and I did a thing. I got the thing. I'll squish the penny in the machine. I'll get my little keepsake so I can remember that day, even though I'm not going to remember that day. I want my human foot from the dark web. Just to be able to say, like, yeah, you can get some crazy shit. Because right now, I don't know. I'm just Joe Schmo, doesn't know a goddamn thing about the dark web. And I gotta, like, people are like, oh my god, you can launder money, you can buy drugs. I want a human foot.
But like, all right, when you get it, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna like, you know, like those water bubbly things that you
throw
see
it
in like the
away.
medieval,
Throw it
like
away,
those.
this is never found.
No, you ever seen that video on Instagram of the guy who gets a Supreme crowbar? Did you even know it's a crowbar that says Supreme? No, dude, I just want a crowbar. It says Supreme.
Why?
Sweet.
Because it's awesome. It's a
'Cause it's
crowbar.
awesome. Everyone needs a crowbar.
That's
I feel like that's what just you with a human foot is. You ever seen that guy on TikTok and he's like a untainted peanut butter jar? It's a Friday night.
You seen the one? I seen the one where it's the peanut butter jar, and he's like, "Hey, man, got some peanut butter?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." It's the
What's
hole
wrong?
in the middle.
What's wrong with it? Huh? Like, why? I get there's a dog and you love peanut butter, but why?
That's
Probably saving money, man.
Peanut butter.
Your jar of
I
peanut
ate
butter,
most
that's-
of it, and then I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just dip his toys in it. I have more peanut butter upstairs.
What? What? You ate most of it. How much is most?
Well, I mean,
entail?
like not in one sitting.
Well,
but
yeah,
I had
obviously
like, a
not.
month or
Yeah,
two.
did you have like, was it just something with it?
That's
or
what he
was
wants
it-
a human foot for. He wants to dip a toe
Oh,
in there.
All right,
you
we gotta
want
get back
you
to
want
the
like a
human foot.
grip.
No, listen.
It's like the vibe in the scoop.
No, here's the thing with the human foot.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
just
want
look at
it
it.
for anything besides just saying
You just
I
want
got
the
a
novelty of.
thing. I want the
of
novelty
saying that
of
you
going
could buy a
online,
foot.
buying a human foot to say I bought some fucked up shit from the dark web, and then being like, here's my human foot. Now, maybe a jar of formaldehyde. I don't even know how.
What?
To...
Oh yeah,
No,
that's the stuff you
what
store.
am I gonna
up
do?
in.
What am I gonna do? Stick it in my fucking trash, and some guy that works for Waste Management's gonna find it, track it back to my house, and suddenly the FBI's here trying to figure out why I have a human foot. I either put it on a jar. I either put it in a jar of formaldehyde.
I think that's
hide
worse.
it behind some games or some books on my bookcase or whatever. Nobody ever knows. And then someday, like 40 years from now, I pass away. You're going through stuff. Your kids are with you, and they uncover the foot in a jar, and they have to ask, why does Grandpa have a foot in a jar? And you have to be like, well, honey, there was the dark web.
Back in my day, there was the dark web.
Oh,
like
you
it
mean?
wasn't a thing.
Oh, you mean the way we get an Uber these days? Because 40 years from now, kids are gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
like
the
that.
dark web's
There's
gonna be like Yahoo now.
There's gonna be a darker web.
This is gonna be a dark.
With
the
multiple
darkest
feet
web.
on it.
You can buy package deals of
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
2 for
for
1.
20?
Yeah,
Like
2 for 20.
Costco-
2 for 200.
Costco of body parts.
So just the dark web is just the Costco of body part.
Yeah, well, that's the.
Where are the
darker
feet?
web.
Aisle
That's the
4.
darker web.
The dark web is just where you go to buy.
That's
wasteful
where you
shit.
go to Pornhub. That's
Yeah,
the dark web.
That's
now.
the dark web of 40 years from now. And then there's the
I always
darker
felt
web.
like I was going on the dark web whenever I hit the incognito mode.
The private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not even that private.
From what I understand, you don't even like click on the Chrome logo to get to the dark web. You have to like.
Yeah, there's like this.
do
There's
some other shit.
yeah, it's like this certain like thing you have
That's
to
a
like
legal
download.
activity we can't say on the podcast.
Oh, I'm not giving instructions. I'm just.
I don't
saying,
know.
I
You
know,
can't
So.
just
Yeah.
Google dark
Yeah, you
web and then
can't-
like
no.
click and I'm there.
No, because then it'll turn your Chrome into a dark mode.
I don't understand. Oh, like on my phone where the
Yeah.
screen's black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Instead of light. Yeah. instead of-
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'm on the dark web all the time. Still
yeah.
can't find the human foot though.
Let's go like a morgue.
Instead of going to the dark web, I wonder if you could just like.
Just text a morgue. Like, hey man, you got any free feet
Well,
available?
not even that, but like, people donate their bodies to science all the time. And like, donate.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
but,
It
like-
doesn't work the same to just.
Yeah,
be
I was
like,
gonna say, I
just
don't
wanna-
Can I
think
take a
if
foot?
your dad, like, they donate to science. I don't think science is putting it behind
I don't
all your
know.
books
I don't
and
know.
letting your
When was the
sons,
last
like,
time you
kids
saw
find
something?
it 40 years later.
It's more just.
Actually,
it's
no,
more
it
just
could
the
be
knowledge.
science, though. Like, oh, like, what, like,
What
how
would
did they
happen
react
if I stored a
after?
foot?
Like,
My
how
foot?
much therapy did they need after they found? You know what,
It's a
man?
social experiment.
You're
The answer's
smart,
probably
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Sick
like
and
5
twisted.
years.
Grandpa just died, and you find out he's got
Don't
a
listen to
human foot.
episode 4 of the podcast or episode 3 of the podcast. He doesn't explain it at all. He just says he wants a human foot.
Yeah.
I explained it. it. A human foot to the dark web is my crushed penny with a dinosaur on it to the Museum of Science.
I miss the Museum of Science. I haven't been since I was like 5.
Right?
Me too.
That's why we need a human foot.
Yeah. Let's just circle
That's
back
just the
around.
museum.
It's just, yeah.
We have a
Just to
museum of
say-
science. Here's a human foot.
Just to say, I bet they have a thing about feet.
You bark, I'm going to eat you.
He's gonna do it. Should we
Winding up.
explain, in case he is in some of these little bits, that there's a fucking dog here?
There
that's
is a
pain in
dog
the
here.
jerk?
Oliver. Oh,
Why did I never give you a nickname?
Who, Joe?
No, we went over this a while ago. I think
I
you
don't
were just
remember
like, you
why.
never.
Not everyone gets a
Yeah,
nickname.
I
you
was
said.
told that not everyone gets nicknames, and
It was
if
just people
everybody
you
gets a
hated.
nickname, now I feel lied to, and there's a
Oh
limit.
no! I remember what it was. I said anybody who has to look down to see to look at my eye, I don't bother giving them a nickname. That's what it was. Yeah. So you're much taller than me. Feet.
Is there any other like body part that you're kind of into that you're like, I would want that too?
Listen,
Because
listen,
no, because if you're going for
in
the feet, you might as well
formaldehyde.
go for like the whole body.
listen,
Just a human
Just a
body
hu-
in the
No, of,
back
like,
room
different,
of your
like-
house.
yeah.
Okay?
no. So here's the thing. No, I don't want a whole body. I will punch your face. Go get your bacon. Where's your bacon? Go get the bacon. Get the bacon.
Get the bacon. Give him bacon.
Toy.
Give him bacon.
Toy. Get the toy. Toy. toy.
It's a hand. Hand.
Foot?
Your
Human foot?
No, so listen, it's not about a foot specifically.
It's the novelty of getting.
Yeah, if someone was like, "Oh, what about a pinky?
But
What about a
here's-
kneecap?"
but
I don't give a
here's-
shit if
here's-
it's recognizably a human body part. That's what I want to buy from the dark web someday. Also, I feel like that's like the wealth flex. Like if you can afford a human body part,
I
doing
don't
all
think
right.
that's a flex. I think that's like a felony. So
if you go to someone's house and they're like, "Hey, check out my human foot,"
I'd be scared.
yeah, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get back in my
But
car.
would you also be in awe of them having enough money to afford a human
because it would
foot?
take me like a month to realize,
Yeah.
like, wait, where the hell did he get that foot?
I wouldn't even be like, I wouldn't even think of that. I'd just be, why do you have a foot?
Come on, do it. Do it, you dog.
Sit down.
Bark. Come on, do it. Do it. Make a sound. Make a sound, you pussy. Do it. Do it. Bark. Bite. Come on. Do it. Do it now.
So I realized you were in a Superman shirt.
Yeah.
You could have a superpower. Anything.
Shapeshifter.
So a superpower. Anyone.
All right, so
One superpower. Yeah, one
superpower.
hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna give you like a classic example, but then I wanna propose an idea to you guys, and then see what your take is.
You
on
making
it.
up
So
are you making up a superpower?
I'll get there. Let
Yeah.
me answer your pedestrian question first.
Pedestrian.
Yeah, pedestrian. I'm gonna say this: telepathy. It's real simple because with telepathy you can do anything. Like, listen, if you want to fly, telepathy. You force a pilot to fly you somewhere. Great. You know, if you want to be invisible, telepathy. Make everybody forget they saw you. It's the same thing, right? It's the catch-all power. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. You have a point. My question is,
All right.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why didn't Professor X just move his legs to get around if he had
He had telepathy, not telekinesis.
telekinesis?
Yeah, it is different. There's actually a couple of times in the comics that Jean Grey, who had telekinesis, would lift him or make him appear to walk to throw people off. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What would your power be?
Oh, easy. Weather manipulation. I can do anything.
So you want to be Storm?
Yeah,
Weather
basically.
manipulation?
Because I could take the air out of your hot lungs.
Is the air in your... So it's more atmospheric, not weather. I mean, aren't you really talking about being able to affect the moisture in the air?
Like,
Wouldn't
yeah,
it just
like,
be water bending.
whatever.
Water bending.
That's blood bending.
Well, yeah. I think there's more to blood than just water. It's
Well,
a
yeah,
lot of water.
obviously. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if you're talking about weather manipulation, but then taking the air out of somebody's lungs, it's atmospheric. In which case, you're talking about the liquid in the air, not the weather itself.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, sorry. I had to yawn.
All right.
Brain slow down now. That's your point to defend, not mine. I don't know why
Yeah,
I'm
no,
defending
a hurricane. What does it blow? Wind.
Yeah.
What is wind? Air. What do your lungs take in? Air. Same thing.
Interesting.
Wouldn't you be able to force air into them somehow?
Yeah.
Well, that
I feel like I could
You'd
also
explode people. That'd be gross.
burst lungs.
I could just
Yeah, you don't need to
cut
take
off
the air
feet
out.
for you, man.
You could just
Cut
make
off
an
feet
air
for
bubble
you.
in someone's veins and they die.
Yeah, that's
That's fucked up.
yeah.
Why have they not done this with Storm?
I don't know.
and the X-Men?
I think they're missing out on a very gory storm.
You know, I gotta give a
Storm
lot of
X.
credit. Back in the early 2000s, I forget what year exactly, but they came up with a comic called The Ultimate X-Men,
Yeah.
So it was like an ultimate universe where they kind of relaunched all of the classic characters from the Marvel universe. Right. And the thing that was really interesting, in one of the first story arcs that they did, Jean Grey, it was an awesome use of the power. She made a whole bunch of, like, I forget if it was cops or military, but, like, basically shit their pants. Which was great. Like, they're in a standoff with these guys, and she has, like, this whole, like, speech that she's giving them, and she's just like, oh, I'm thinking about all the food that's in your stomach and blah, blah, and I'm thinking about some of it coming back up and some of it going down. And then all of a sudden, like, all these guys with, like, all their gear and their guns and shit aimed at the mutants, a bunch of them just start puking their guts out, and the rest of them shit their pants. What a great way to, like, peacefully end a dispute, but also, like, show how powerful you are. It's a great use of powers. That's on par with, like, Storm making someone die of a burst lung.
I'd love to see that in the comic book.
I wish movies got a little bit more, like, gory. Yeah. Because even with, like, the Conjuring movies, like, I read the book, and I don't read books because I don't really know how to read. And it's true.
Teach their own. Yeah.
I read it and I was like, wow, like, why wasn't most of this in the movie? They said the movie was good, but in real life, it was 10 times worse. And she gave the book to the screenwriters who made the movie, and they said, we can't put this in there, we can't get an R rating. So, like, why is there a limit to things?
Angry parents.
Yeah.
I wish there was a more complicated answer, but that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
So, do you guys want me to give you, like, the dad answer of why there's ratings on everything?
Yeah.
Angry parents. So, years ago, like with comic books, there used to be a thing called the Comics Code Authority. It was a organization that would monitor comics and see, what was written in. They would, like, test them and check them and see, like, what kind of stuff was in them to make sure that they passed certain tests. Like, you couldn't have swears in it. You couldn't have certain, like, graphic images, nudity, stuff like that. So they would check every so often. And it was because parents were concerned, and that's how you had TV ratings and movie ratings and things like that. But yeah, it's all just angry parents yelling about things. It's easier to put a rating on something than to be involved in what your kids are doing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I wish there was, like, another rating past R.
There is X.
There's one between those, which is NC-17.
What movies are like that? I've never heard any movies like that.
There's a lot of the ones that aren't rated. It's like the in between ones where it's like semi-gory. A couple of Saws, aren't they? Oh, don't worry. I got his toy.
Oh, okay.
Ah! Go get it, stupid. Love ya.
Were you saying some of the Saw movies were NC-17?
I could have sworn they were.
I'm pretty sure they're all R because they have gory stuff, but I don't think any of them are NC-17.
I could have sworn one of them was. Jesus Christ.
I know the movie, the Poughkeepsie tapes. I know those.
Yeah, those are NC-17.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Those are on Amazon Prime. That's how you know it's a gory film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that in, like, recent years there's actually been trouble with movies that are R-rated getting into theaters.
Yeah.
And it's because your moviegoers are no longer your R-rated customers. Like, adults are just streaming at home.
Yeah. Well, not to mention, it's a lot
I don't remember the last time
easier.
I've been to a movie theater.
Yeah, I don't know when was the last time
I don't think
to a movie theater.
Been to one in a while.
I know that a lot of advertisements for movies now are just like exclusively in theaters. I'm like, cool, I'll go watch it at my house when it comes out on the streaming.
Yeah, it's like exclusively in theaters, and then it comes out on like Apple TV.
Go watch a movie that I'm just gonna see in like 3 months anyways.
Yeah.
I think a lot of parents are just like they're using it as a way to take the kids out of the house, quiet them down for a little bit, get a little like see a thing and quiet them down for a bit. It's a younger crowd going to theaters now.
Yeah. I don't think it's to get. Yeah.
Power. You never answered.
Magnetos. I'd rather metal manipulation.
Loser.
Yeah, whatever. I like that one.
So what would you do with it though? what creative use would you have for it? I just talked about how I could attain any power with telepathy.
Yeah.
Joe's bursting lungs and
Yeah,
blowing up
bursted
hearts.
lungs and heads. What are you doing?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of things are made of metal nowadays. Like, yeah, I remember the scene from X-Men when he moves the entire bridge to get to the island.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That was
cool.
in that shitty third one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was in the shitty third one.
Yeah.
And then Apocalypse, when he just starts pulling metal out of the ground, and he could have destroyed the world by crushing
in that shitty fifth or sixth one.
No, that was the relaunch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With the blue-skinned guy, who's like the god of all mutants.
Yeah, Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that? Oh, yeah, it was the name.
That was Apocalypse. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Alright.
Well, like, metal manipulate. Well, like, everything has metal in it. You know, like, he pulls the filling out of the guy's mouth.
Yeah.
That was like a torture method.
It does suck to have a filling come out.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Sure does.
Everybody with a filling, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Who's had
iron
one
in your
come
blood,
out.
too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty good power. So listen, I want to pose this to you guys. I was talking to a friend the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Seemingly useless, innocuous powers that would secretly be awesome.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
shit.
let me tell you a couple that we came up with, and then we'll see
Yeah.
where you go from this. The superpower to be able to make perfect toast. No matter who it's for, you get a slice of ciabatta bread, get a nice piece of sourdough.
I love how you had to
and
moan into that one.
You know exactly where to cut it, load it into the toaster. You know exactly the settings to put it on to have it come out hot, crunchy, but also soft. The perfect slice of toast. No matter who your audience is,
yeah,
the toast always comes out perfect. For
Perfect.
them. Right? That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. The superpower to never catch a red light. All the lights are just green.
That's dangerous.
Right? But
That's
you always know,
dangerous.
no matter what light you're coming up to, you're never going to catch a red.
Dude,
That's
that
your
would have saved me
superpower.
so much time.
I'm saying,
Right?
I would never be able to use the excuse, I just got caught at a red light.
Or, okay, hang
Only
on.
if people knew that you had the
Yeah.
power, though.
But
That's what
wait,
I'm
what
saying.
about...
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You can always use the excuse, but think about that. Like, you're fucking flying through traffic, and like the light turns yellow, and you're like, I know I'm gonna make it, and then you do.
It goes
Okay,
red, green, and you're like, awesome.
But wait, what about, like, especially like now, because of the prices, every time you get in your car, you have a full tank of gas.
That's a pretty good one.
That's-
I like that
That's
one.
good. Yeah, that's crazy. That would be such a good power.
You start it up, and as soon as you hit the ignition,
Full tank.
full tank.
Oh, you know
Like
what? You know
refills.
what though? Here's what you do: solve the whole like supply and demand issue, and just get into a big like gas delivery truck that's empty.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, Cumbies is filling up twice in 1 week. Now it goes from 435 to 405.
Whoa.
I'd rather the power of just like, I turn the ignition and my car's full.
What about the power to solve any Rubik's Cube?
Are there a bunch of people who have that?
Yeah.
I feel like I've scrolled through like TikTok. And
No, there's some of them that are like
600
chunky ones.
Yeah, the 700 by 700.
And they're
you're
just like, join me on my live. Oh, I got that side. Oh, I got that side. And it's like 30 minutes later, you're done.
I don't know how people do that.
I don't know.
People,
I
they
can't-
say it's like a technique, and it's just
I
like,
can't even
how?
do the original one.
I couldn't do the 2x2.
the power to have any piece of clothing fit, no matter your size.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, so is it the clothing that changes, or is it your body that
Your
changes?
body
to fit
that
the clothing?
changes to fit the clothing.
Oh, so
Does that go in with shoes? Because I
Yes.
need that power.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you go to grab
want that.
You grab a baby shoe, and next thing you know, your foot's a baby size, and it just fits on.
Okay,
Oh,
but
see, but I
actually,
think
hang
that's
on. Would your
dangerous.
body be
It would be
proportionate to the foot?
No,
Because if
just
look, you
the
see
body
me. I am a
Yes.
I am
Yeah,
a
'cause that-
tree.
person.
If I have a size 7 foot, I'm not gonna be able to move. I'm gonna fall.
Well, yeah,
very
like
easily.
you just said,
Right.
like you put on a baby shoe and you have baby feet.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
But you have
I'm
to
gonna break.
You'd have to proportion yourself. So you wear a size 17 shoe. Imagine going down to a size 12.
That'd be great.
It'd be great. But then you'd have to match the pants. You'd have to match the pants and then the shirt and then everything. It would be very, very inconvenient, but convenient at the same time. Because you'd be like,
that is
true. Shit, this shirt doesn't fit anymore. Now it does.
Or like when they don't have a shirt in your size. That I can agree with that.
All right. Because you can always find smaller clothes, but you can never find bigger clothes.
Okay, but when you take the clothes off, do you stay in that body shape, or do you go back to your normal one?
Normal one.
Okay, if you could stay back in that normal one, I would do that, and I'd get like a medium, so I could be skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I go back to like my body shape now, it's a very good superpower until you need to take the shirt off.
Well, because like pants, that always sucks to find shopping for pants.
Yep.
We're short, husky men. Well, I'm a short, husky man.
I'm a tall, husky man.
Yeah.
Husky means
Finding.
There's levels to it.
Finding pants that are a size 38, 32, or 30 is always seemingly impossible. They always have a 36, or a 40, or a 42.
Yeah.
And I have to get either a size bigger, because the size smaller sucks to wear.
Yeah. Or you have to, like, peg your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
So I can just grab a pair of 36 and be like, sweet, they fit. I know they do.
But your body's changing to fit
Your
them.
body's changing to fit.
You know what? I'm gonna go the other way with that. I would rather have the ability that, like, whenever I go to put something on, I'm able to modify it to fit my body perfectly to how I want it to look.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the clothes. I'm not gonna change me. If I want to change me, I'll work out. I'll do a couple sit-ups.
Hit him in the face with it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so this one might be a little bit weird, but what about the power to make any baby stop crying?
Oh, that'd be fun.
I feel like that's just murder.
No!
Well, you don't shake them.
Yeah, you're not gonna, like, choke them out, like...
You a British nanny?
I don't want to hear it. You were just talking about getting a...
She had that superpower. She got to use it exactly once.
Yeah, before she got fired.
I think it was more than just getting fired, but
Yeah.
that was before your time.
Yeah, I know it was.
What an inspiration, though, when I had you at a young age.
Oh, yeah.
Sham. No, so...
You just talked about getting a foot off the dark web. You don't care whose foot. Who cares
So
about
wait,
the baby?
does it have to be a baby, or could it just be to mute anything?
Uh,
Like, we've got a dog barking.
yeah,
back.
no, I
What if
think-
you could
I
just,
think
like,
the-
point and be like silence.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
no,
the
that-
kind of
yeah.
Click. You just had the remote control that could do that.
Yeah, but it did everything else.
Yeah,
too.
it did.
What if you could just cut off the sound of things?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be so much more easy to hang out with Vinny.
Ow. Ow. It's so much easier to do this podcast.
Sick burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah, no, I think definitely. Yeah, I like yours better. You have to
You
like
just have
just.
the power to turn off your ears.
But
So you
the
just couldn't
baby
hear.
thing would be
Called
crazy
being
because,
deaf.
like, if you
Yeah.
went,
What if you had the power to just do it anytime? Like
It's like an on and off switch.
yeah, like an on and off switch.
Yeah, I feel like
Instead
that'd
of
be
just
good.
like muting one thing, and just be like, I'm done with this conversation. Click.
But what if the other person knows sign language?
You
your
don't.
hands fall off.
You don't.
All right, yeah.
You don't. How are you
as
supposed to understand them if you don't understand?
as it was
sign
coming out of my
language?
mouth.
She's just throwing up hand signals, and you're like, "Cool, bloods," and then walk out. Like,
Jesus.
what else are you supposed to do?
Yeah, as I said, I was like, oh, that's.
With the original one though, that would even like just babies. That would be useful
Yeah, like on an airplane.
on an air. Yeah, you would make a great.
No wait. Now would it?
Flight attendant.
Just mute the flight attendant. Peanuts are just
No, you don't. No, you would be a good flight attendant. Like
No,
you'd be on the
no,
plane.
let me-
Oh, you have
oh.
a baby. Shabooey. And then somebody
And they call the
No,
captain.
just
They're
so
like,
wait,
"This
would
lady
it
said
mute-
Scabooey to
No,
my."
hold on. Would it mute the baby altogether
Yeah.
for
No.
everyone?
No.
Or just for you?
No, for
Oh.
everybody. No, it makes it stop crying.
So it's not still crying with no noise coming out.
No.
It's
It's
just
no.
like,
You're
wow,
not
it's a
like
content-
muting it.
a
It just
content
stops
baby.
crying. It just becomes happy, and stops crying.
Oh yeah,
feel
you'd be
like-
the
I
best
feel like
flight
that-
attendant ever.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
could work
saying.
in a maternity ward. You could work at a movie theater or
Baby's
or-
born crying. You're like, shut up. It's just
you can work at like any theater.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, bring the kids. It's
Imagine
fine.
being at an opera,
as they're walking in, you just Shazam, Shabooey, Shazam, Shabooey, and they're just all quiet as they walk in.
People are looking at you like, what the fuck is this guy
You
doing?
get fancy with it. Quiet now. Sorry.
Show up a
Gotta
bail.
talk.
He like draws it
You
out.
see the kid, and they're just like they come up and there's just red face, snot nose, snot bubbles coming out of them, and then he's just like
They're
wiggling
trying
their fingers
so
at him, and all of a
hard.
sudden they're just like, we're gonna watch Hamilton with the family. You know? Suddenly, all these kids are getting caught.
Riley's at home in a basketball game, but I'm here.
That'd be a great power.
Oh my god.
Or wait, what about the power to speak every single language
That would be pretty cool.
on command,
Like fluently.
like fluently?
But what'd be crazy with that though?
What?
Is if one day you started talking to somebody, or like you started talking, but it was a language nobody else knew. You're like, where the fuck did this come from?
There's a guy in a superhero that appears
language,
behind you.
Like you basically confirm that there's life somewhere else in the universe. Because all of a sudden you're just like, and you woke up and you just started talking like fucking Chewbacca language, or like Star Trek shit, Star Wars shit, where it's just like nobody understood what you were saying, and it inadvertently proved that there's life somewhere else in the universe.
But would you go somewhere with that,
Here's
or would you keep that to yourself?
All right, now here's a question. Now here's a question that I have for that power as well. Could you read fluently in those languages?
Yeah, like you know those languages
You
fluently.
would make an absolute amazing living off of old runes and old like hieroglyphs that no one knows how to decipher.
Or,
That'd be insane.
but if you had it, would you keep it to yourself?
No, you would use that to gain fame.
Oh, I would keep it to myself.
Here's the thing though, if you had that like mystery language, or one day you were just like singing a song and you realize like, holy shit, this doesn't sound like anything that I recognize. Yeah. And then like you brought someone else in on it, like, hey, you know a lot of languages, check this out. And then gave them a little sample, and they're like, yeah, nothing. Like, you wouldn't try to delve into that and be like, where the fuck is it? Am I speaking like ancient Phoenician or something?
No, like,
or is this like some extra?
No, I would dig into it, but I wouldn't tell anybody. Because you know, like, when you're at like a restaurant and people are speaking different languages, no matter where you are, you always feel like they're talking shit about you.
Oh yeah.
That's how I want to know it. I don't want them to know that I know.
All right.
So like, I wouldn't.
It's more like just like the secret.
Yeah, like.
What you want to hear about, like the inside scoop.
Yeah, like I want to hear the truth. Like, what do you really think about me when you're looking at me? I already know what they're saying.
See, I automatically just went to a place of like, oh, discovery.
Yeah, no, like I would use it for that too. Like I would go to like the ancient ruins and kind of see like what it actually says, but I wouldn't tell anybody. That'd be great. That'd be the best thing, unless I really needed the money.
Just for yourself, like,
yeah.
Oh, where are you going for vacation? I'm going to Egypt. Why? Just to look around, and then you get there and you're like, oh, so the gold is in this antechamber that nobody's been to.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm just gonna break off from the tour for a second.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
That's pretty neat. All right.
Great way to get fame and fortune.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Make bank too.
Other innocuous powers. My other one was know every song ever.
I feel like that would suck. Okay, well, do you know, like, oh, like, no, yeah, I feel like that would suck, because you know when you hear that new song, you're like, yeah, but you're like, I already know this one.
Well, so are you saying any song that's already been written, or like know every song that will ever be? Because that's like borderline omniscience.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Already written. Like, it's already been produced.
Published, everything?
Published, everything.
All right.
Nothing that hasn't been released.
You guys are obviously younger than me. Have you ever heard of a game show called Name That Tune?
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
All right, fucking crazy. Because there were people that would go onto that show and they'd be like, and you would have to like bid where someone would be like, I can name that song in 5 notes, and then someone else would be like, I can name it in 3 notes, and then like the ultimate was when you're like, I can name it in 1 note, and then the other person would like, they can't say like, well, 0 notes, so they would just say, name that tune, and that's the challenge. Like, fuck you, prove it. And then you would get 1 note, and it would just be like the guy in the fucking place that played the piano, and he would just hit the little key, and that's all you get is that fucking note. They remade it, and it was like, I can name it in 5 seconds, and then, whatever, and it was like seconds of the song.
Yeah.
But, like, there were people that would go on that show and fucking own whoever was, like, they would just know, like, oh, ding on the piano, and they'd be like, oh, that's such and such by Stevie Wonder. They would just know that shit. Like, there were already people with that superpower. It's fucking crazy.
So it's basically a money catch if you have that power.
If Name That Tune existed, you could clean house.
Yeah.
I feel like that's... I don't think that's a show anymore.
No, it's probably not.
We could make it a show.
Could.
Name that tune.
Name that tune.
2.
Name that tune, 2.
Name that tune 2.
Name that 2 tune.
Name that tutu. Cinderella. No, I don't know any other superpower really. Like I feel like most of them like they're actually useful. Maybe to like refill every drink that you have, so you just never waste one.
Bottomless drink.
Yeah, bottomless drink or like bottomless food.
Yeah.
Endless food. Whatever you.
Endless Raven house fries.
Oh, dude.
There's like endless anything is gonna be a crazy power. But
Yeah.
I feel like at that point you're being Jesus with the fish and the loaves, where it's just like, oh, a fish, a loaf, 5,000 people, done.
Or every time.
We all had a nice lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of But no, I mean it could be anything. I think the best ones are the ones where you know a thing. Like the toast one. What? Oh.
I remember the scene from Fantastic Four with Chris Hemsworth. No, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he lights his finger. I don't know why, but I always thought that was the coolest but yet stupidest power ever. You just only light your finger.
Yeah.
That was it. That'd be a great but terrible superpower.
You know,
You just light your finger.
Speaking of like fire,
You don't light.
That should be kind of helpful.
It would be kind of helpful.
You're a human lighter.
But that's the only part.
But does it run out? Does it run out?
just
No.
a fingertip.
It's just the fingertip.
Oh shit.
Finger guns would be so much cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's
That'd be crazy.
That's your party trick. You want to see me set my fingertips on fire? And that's it. And
But if you have finger guns, you can't go on like TSA. Like
no, you could. You just couldn't be able to point at people.
you just have to tape your fingers shut.
You have to hold them
Well,
close like
that
this.
seems to be an important part of all these powers is whether or not you share them with anybody or not.
No, I would never share anybody.
Right,
I could
feel
have
like
powers. I
you
always
could
wouldn't
just
share it.
like, I mean, like you grab something and like your finger slips and like you just actually light your finger and then you just have a flame and you just light your
It'd
pants
be like
on
the
fire.
story of Midas, but with
Yeah.
fire instead of gold.
Yeah.
Wait, so your finger's a match now?
Basically,
I thought it was like a lighter. Like you could
I
just.
feel like it'd be friction causing it. Like your
Hold on,
thumb,
but
because he
it's
doesn't.
your middle finger and your thumb that cause the snap, but then finger guns is the index finger.
Well, it's not. No,
So
it's
you're
not.
saying that like you have to like
Well,
somehow.
like,
A snap isn't the friction between your fingers. It's your middle finger hitting right here. It's not. That doesn't make the noise.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So maybe it's like a.
So is
press,
it like a
it's
Spider-Man type of thing?
Yeah,
where like
where it has to be
the very
the pressure.
specific snap pressure
Yeah.
ignites the
It lights
fingertip?
the fingertip, and that's why it's only the index finger.
Because that's where the spider webbing comes
Yeah.
out of. The flame
so that-
spider
so that
webbing.
it's-
Or why not just
Yeah.
have it be like that?
No, because then it's like it's weird.
Or just
Are you
be able to
trying
put your
snap
finger
the
out.
Index finger?
Yeah.
What kind of fucked up hand do you have
No,
that
he
works?
he does this weird thing where he can clap with his. That I hate that. I don't know what it is. That's an innocuous superpower right there. It's just clapping.
Listen,
with
I don't mean to be like crass on your show, but all I could think about was like a floppy dick.
Yeah.
Like that was the grossest thing I've ever
Or
seen.
he can
That was
like,
like
make his
helicopter
hand
dick, just-
fast. Like I don't know if it's just see.
I can't do it. I
I
feel
look
like
at
my toddler waving.
I feel like a T-Rex who's trying to like climb a tree.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't.
Like a bird who just doesn't
can't
know
do
how to
that.
fly yet. Yeah.
My bad.
No, but like finger guns is just fire tip. Because I always thought that was stupid but hilarious.
You're great in the army.
Yeah.
You never run out of
He does
bullets.
that, and then he goes like that,
Yeah.
but everywhere. Yeah, that moment.
No,
Right?
but he's showing it to whatever her face was, the invisible chick, and he's like, look, and he's like super excited that he could set his fingertips on fire.
Yeah.
And then he realized he could do it with his whole body,
It's gonna
but it
be
was just the fingertips. I always thought that was stupid but great.
I have one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It struck me when you were talking about this. I want to say it before I lose it.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to make the smell of cigarettes disappear. You have a like.
Are you gonna wait?
so many
Okay,
meters
so is it
of
just
cigarettes.
the cigarette smell, or is it just bad smells in general?
I'm gonna be specific.
Yeah.
Cigarette smoke.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want to waste a superpower on just that. I'd rather do it on all bad smells.
Listen, I went
Well,
to. I
no,
went to
because here's the
Because
thing.
if you get one superpower and you're like, what is it? And you're like, oh, I don't want to smell cigarette smoke. It's like, okay, then why wouldn't you want to like just not smell anything bad?
But, well, you didn't get to choose the power. The power chose you.
Fuck, you got a point.
Like the
God damn
Shazam,
it.
you were
I
just
thought I was gonna
chosen.
win that one.
No, so hold on, hear me out, because this is my experience today. I went to Dollar Tree. I had to buy.
Dollar Tree's where you
Yeah,
find
that's your
everyone
first
who smokes
mistake.
cigarettes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I went to Dollar Tree today. I had to get tablecloths.
hate.
I wanted
I go to
to
Dollar
get cheap ones. What's that?
I said no hate. I go to Dollar Tree.
No, it's fine. You can find some decent stuff there. But
Yeah, it's cheap.
generally speaking, you know, it is a place where, you know, people smell of cigarettes at times. So I was standing in line, and there was a line of young women in front of me, all with their North Face jackets that all reeked of cigarette butts and cheap perfume. And I thought to myself, like, this wouldn't be so bad if I could just make the smell of cigarettes go away. Because I can't tell you the last time I was around a smoker.
Yeah.
And, like, as weird as that is, like, I don't catch that smell very often.
Right.
Ever since, like, especially since I quit smoking, and
Jesus, that was like 2 years ago.
it was more than that now.
2 years since. Well, it was right
2
before
years ago was when
was-
the pandemic started. It was like
Right,
6
it
months
was 6
prior to
months
that.
Prior to that.
And
Jesus
actually, I
Christ.
was vaping for like a year and a half before that
Yeah.
too. So it's been like 4 years since I last had a cigarette.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Good.
pat on the back time.
Yeah.
But no. So like it's been a
Yeah,
while
like,
since I've
compliments
really
do work.
smelled cigarette,
Yeah.
and I smelled cigarette on a person, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh, that's just kind of
It's
a
disgusting.
weird
It's
mix.
just really gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you could just like if your power was to get rid of all bad smells, right, how are you gonna know if your milk goes bad?
Taste it.
No,
But now you're ingesting bad milk.
Yeah.
Why not be able to smell
No,
that?
because you ever accidentally drank bad milk?
No, I just look at the expiration date.
No. You ever done those panic ones where you like hot sauce ingested, mouth is on fire, tears coming out of my face. I need something to quench this. Milk.
I don't like spicy things.
Oh yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah, I understand. I'm just being a hard
Well,
ass.
like you grab like the random jug of something and you're drinking it and you're like, that's bad. That's bad. That's
Yeah,
bad.
it's like once you get like 2 sips in,
I don't
you're
know
like,
what it is,
oh.
but, like curdled milk or like expired milk always makes me gag. I don't know. And you can give me the worst smells in the world, I wouldn't gag. Boiled milk or like curdled. Oh nope.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Ugh.
Like I've dumped them out and I've had to like look away because if I look at it, it's just
Spoiled dairy's the worst.
oh my god.
Yep.
That's why I always shake the shit out of a yogurt and then have a spoon and scoop it because like even the side, the rim where it's usually like built up where it's just leftover chunks of it makes me gag. I don't know what it is. I love yogurt, but like that stuff always makes me gag for some reason.
That's a good point.
It just reminds me of like bad milk or what.
Bad dairy is fucking nasty. All right, I got one last one.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Finish the
No,
drink
I
to
gotta
say it too.
I got one last one.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the superpower to always have the best last sentence.
Oh,
like
shit.
the perfect parting comment.
I got one better. The perfect one-liner.
Well, yeah, no, that's good. But what's that?
Yeah, that's loud.
That hurt.
Oh, and you
Yeah.
all right. But no, so here's my thought.
The best last sentence.
Or what about the best comebacks?
So, that is.
I think I already got that
basically
power.
What I'm saying. That is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that it's either a comeback because it's like, okay, I'm gonna have the last word, so here's my comeback, and it's perfect, or like knowing the exact right thing to say last. So like
I feel like
you're
that
having
one
a
would cross any lines because I've had some really good comebacks, but it's more like, I'm gonna make you cry if I say this. I'm not going to say that.
But that's the thing, you would have the superpower to know that that is going too far, and instead you would say the perfect thing.
Yeah, where it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
But not cross a line.
All right, I like that.
Are you on the line or like a little bit behind?
No, perfect.
On the line.
Perfect.
Perfect final thing to say. On that note, it has been a pleasure.
It has,
I hope to come again someday.
of course.
Oh, that wasn't perfect. I hope to come again someday.
God damn it! You
God.
just messed up your own exit.
Do you want to
Yeah, no,
want to retry it?
Let me keep all of this in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we're not editing any of this
I
out.
love how we're leaning further into the mic as we do
Yeah,
this.
because I gotta get closer to the mic. Listen, guys, it's been fun.
We've currently been recording for an hour and 16 minutes.
Which most is gonna be edited out.
Make sure you brush twice a day. Nope, that's not the perfect thing.
We're keeping all this in.
Yeah, no, I know. Tip your wait staff. Nope.
Nope.
Nope, that is good. Do that. That's a
Yeah. That's like a.
What should be the parting comment for this?
Whatever you think. It's
Hey,
your episode.
thanks for having me. That's my episode?
Technically, yeah.
All right. Shabalagoo.
No, alright, thank God. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the, what's his face? The bad captain who loses the bag of cocaine.
What?
And he gets the medal, and his speech is Baba Booey, and then he just, no comments, no questions.
No, I'm not gonna go to that place. No, I will say shabalagoo. Cool. No, it has been fun.
Yeah.
It's good chatting with you guys. I'm glad you guys are doing this and
Hopefully one day you'll have
pursuing
one
your
better.
passion.
Yeah,
Someday I'll what?
come back.
Oh, absolutely. I will.
Yeah.
Have some other people though. I feel bad
Yeah.
for Trevor. He was
Yeah, I know.
entertaining the dog for a little bit.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have him on soon.
I feel like he's got some ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely does.
You can tell something's cooking in there.
Stuff, yeah.
Something's cooking.
He sits back, but his brain
Yeah.
runs really fast.
Oh yeah, that hamster's going fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really running.
All right.
But all right.
Well, it's been fun.
It's been
I'll be
fun.
back someday.
Yeah.
Of course.
Maybe when we're big. We'd be like, hey, remember the time we did episode 3 with you?
Oh, like the podcast is big, not like you're grown up. Because I was gonna say you're a fucking moose.
Yeah, I know I'm a moose.
I think the next time you should come back is when you buy the human foot.
Yes! An update on the humans because he's
That's cannibalism
That's terrible.
and illegal.
Cannibalism and illegal. Very, very illegal. Even though buying a human foot would be illegal as well.
How get this fucking thing off?
But, alright. That was fun. We're just picking up where we left off. We were talking box talk.
Yeah. Now that our
Final segment of the night, we had our guest star come on. He talked with us about superpowers and shit. And now we're on to our final segment of the night, box talk. Joe, if you would, unless you want me to go first. But
No, I
know
can.
you-
There's a question that is on here that I do want to answer. It does say, how do I get a guest appearance? If you text us and you have...
Let me put it in simpler things. We post on the Boxed Out Boys Instagram, which I'll put in the description.
Yeah.
We usually post on there, anonymous things. Or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, ask on the Instagram. That way it gets to us both directly. You texting Snapchat, I don't know who the hell you are.
Yeah.
Especially because on our Snapchat, it's anonymous. We don't know who you are. So when you ask, what's the chance of me being a guest star, I don't know who the hell who you are.
But it also all depends on what you can bring to the table.
Right. My dad talks a lot, and he's funny. That's
right
what's
there.
great about it. The other guest stars we have are usually hilarious or just feed off our energy, which is perfect. So text us directly. Or
Yeah, text the Instagram and
the Boxed Out Boys.
And the box talk isn't just questions. I think we should definitely do like stories, like anonymous stories.
Right. And that's the glory of Box Talk. Is that it can be comments, questions, concerns, even funny stories from your weekly recap.
Yeah.
If you have funny things, send them in.
Tell us.
Instagram is perfect for it. If you don't want to put your name, just say, don't put my name.
Yeah.
At the beginning. Makes it very simple. I even put that in some of the stories.
Yeah. Because, I mean, like, we don't need, like, we don't need, people don't need to know. But if you want to put your story out there and you want us to keep it anonymous, we more than likely, like, we're not more than likely, we're more than welcome to keep it anonymous.
Yeah.
But, another one I had is one silly thing that you can't live without.
The little plastic bits on my boots, on the, like, boot laces. Trying to weave those back through those tiny holes would be impossible.
I don't know if it's something I can't live without, but mine would be taking the tags off of water bottles. Every single time I get a water bottle or anything, I take it off. So I guess like that or
my
like
blankets.
Yeah, like my special pillow.
That sounds dirty.
That
sounds like you hump your pillow at night like the dog does.
No, like it's like really soft. It's not.
I bet it is. I bet it really is soft.
Fuck you.
I'm just making.
You're turning everything dirty. Maybe they didn't think it was dirty before. You said that.
You said special pillow, Joe.
You don't have a special pillow. You don't.
All of my pillows are
you just treat.
I could switch one out and it'd still be the exact same goddamn pillow to me.
You're a monster. You're a monster. Do you sleep with the warm side too?
No, I flip halfway through.
Okay.
Halfway through, it's like
right.
warm. I wake up at like 2 a.m. I'm like,
you got like half
switch.
credit. Half credit.
All
right, let's see another question. Now, some of these were just weird and not like.
I got plain ones this time.
Really? I don't know. It's like, should I be honest with you on here? Yes. Like, you can be honest if you want to lie. Like, go for it. We're not gonna realize. Have you ever been suspended? That's pretty boring, but not really.
I'll do it. Sorry.
This is kind of the only other one that I found. Like, favorite munchies, like favorite food.
Ooh. The home theater smart food. The theater.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
Movie theater.
Smart food popcorn. Have you had that?
Wait, what?
Alright. It's stupid, but I love it. It's movie theater flavored popcorn by Smart Food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
I thought you were talking about you're going to a movie theater.
No.
Getting the Smart Food that's in like that glass bin. Like, why don't you just get normal popcorn?
No. And then my other favorite one is just like plain old tortilla chips. I don't know what it is, but like salty is like my go-to.
Mine's steak and salty fries. I love salty fries.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Alright, mine.
Yeah, what questions you got?
Weird, dude.
Yeah, some of mine were, one was like, would you date a girl with an OnlyFans? It's like, I don't really want to answer that at all.
Yeah, if she's making dough.
Yeah, I think it kind of gets to a point of like, if they're making the money, then yeah.
If you're making the money and you're happy with how your body looks and you're okay with showing
go
your body
for it
off to the world, you're more than welcome to.
Because it doesn't matter to me. Like, it's not cheating. It's if you can
gonna
make your
focus on
money,
me.
you're good.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Both of us, and if we're both succeeding, great for us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 100% into you, and you're gonna put 100% into me. That's how a relationship works. If you're starting an OnlyFans, I'm glad you have the PMA, the positive mental attitude to do it. You have the confidence to show your body.
As long as it,
right on you.
as long as it doesn't turn into anything else, like, you're good.
If you're banging dudes on OnlyFans,
There's a difference.
No.
But if you're doing it just to make your money and kind of like put yourself out there in the world, like, go for it.
Yeah.
But what you got?
Alright, so this one is weird. I'm gonna get real sensual with this one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's weird. What is a first interaction you have had with someone that made you immediately think the person you were meeting was a horrible person?
What's your definition of horrible person? Like you wanted to punch him in the
vibes.
face, or were they
Punch
just
him in the face? Weird vibes, like the people who prefer chunky cookies over chewy cookies.
those people are monsters?
Thank you. Fuck me sideways, dude. Those chewy cookies, I would kill a small orphanage for, not legally.
I'd rather run 4 marathons.
Yeah, just to get a chewy cookie versus a chunky. Go fuck yourself if you think a chunky cookie is a good cookie.
Yeah, no.
That shit crumbles apart, and it's not a cookie. The best part about homemade cookies is that they're soft right out of the oven.
Yeah, I like soft cookies. I can't eat like the ones. Like
I
it
feel
just
like
it doesn't
I'm
work.
just chewing on rocks now. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man.
I'm trying to think of a story. Like,
Actually, no, hang on. I
someday-
have a story, and you know this
Yeah.
story.
let's make sure we don't put.
No, I won't put
names.
any names. We're good now. But
Now.
yeah.
Now.
But freshman year of high school, I get on the bus, and there's this kid, and I introduced myself to him because it was a new bus for me, different kids, and he goes, "I don't like you," and later on in the future, I found out that he didn't like me because I turned around and said hello.
Mm.
But we're good now. But through the years that he was a shitty person.
Yeah. And
Now he's good now. He's good
cool
now.
as shit now. I love
He's
it.
good now. I love him.
Funny as fuck.
But before
Kept
he
the
he's
same
admitted it, he was a
mentality,
shitty
but
person.
just changed who he was, and I don't know if it's just him stop putting on a persona, or if it was just him. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't hang around with him.
I think it's just high school.
I think so. High school changes us all.
Yeah.
An interaction that made me think an interaction that made me think they were a horrible person.
I think horrible's pushing it.
Yeah.
I think just like a shitty person.
I've had some people that it's like weird vibes. With them.
Yeah.
Have you tried mayo on hot dogs? I'm like, no. What? No,
Yeah.
Stop. You don't belong on this earth anymore.
I think it's weird. Like pineapple on pizza. It's like, no. We're
People
not
who
getting
say-
into that fucking shit. We're not getting into that. We're gonna be here for another 45 minutes. We'll
Yeah,
get into that to
seriously.
a different day.
God damn it. I'm trying to think. Or people who don't get me wrong. We all have our careers who get however you accrue your money. But if your money is just hand-me-downs and you brag about it, go fuck yourself. Like, you have a job. You work for your money. Your dad every once in a while sends you something for holidays or stuff like that. My dad does not. You don't brag about your money. You don't brag about having this. You don't brag about having that. You're a very humble person when it comes to that. But I've met some people that are like, check out my dad's Rari. And it's like, no, your dad rented it for a day. Calm the fuck down. Or like...
And the thing is, like, especially with me, like, and I've asked people this because, like, I've always wanted to wonder something, like, I don't tell people what I have until they ask me.
Right.
Because, like, oh, yeah, my dad lives in
Like, don't get me
California, and they
wrong.
automatically think he's, like,
He's rich
Adam
rich.
Sandler.
Yeah. And, like, don't get me wrong. It's okay to post it on your story. But, like, don't be posting it every fucking day.
Yeah, I do it on my
No
private
one
story.
gives a shit. Honestly.
Yeah.
If we did, we would ask the first time you posted it about it. And after that, if you're just attention seeking, oh yeah, you might want to go get that looked at out at therapy.
Because that's why I do it on, like, my private story.
Right.
There's a
right.
big
You have,
difference
like-
between, like, I have my homies on there.
Right. We have a funny one. Me and Gary sent this one. He said, remember one night at a party, you and I smoked an entire pack of Newports in my truck? I was like, you were at that party, me and him. Yeah, oh yeah, we're probably going to cut it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to text him afterwards and ask him if he wants it in the podcast or not.
No, we can't because
What?
my mother watches this.
Well, I did it, not you. I did it.
I still hang out with you.
Yeah, but your mom doesn't hate me like that.
No, but she just doesn't want to be around that.
I used to. It was like 2 years ago, Joe. I haven't had a cigarette in a year. Okay,
we'll redo this. Reshow the question. We'll edit all that out.
I'll cut it out. We got a question from... Alright, so this one was serious and weird. What's your biggest insecurity? That could be a huge topic to talk about, but at the same time, it could be a small one. Like, I have some small insecurities. And then I have some very big ones, like not being able to fit in. That's why I have such a broad spectrum of stuff I like to talk about. I mean, we went from cars to movies to football to board games to fucking D&D, Magic, all this shit. I can have a talk with anyone, and I can fit in with anyone. It's a trauma response, but it's also insecurity of mine that I won't be able to fit into a conversation. I love to be included in stuff.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Probably my height and my foot size, honestly. Dude, it fucking sucks. Alright, so I'm gonna explain...
Because like, an insecurity is like something that you don't like... Well, you not like talking about it, but you're not comfortable with talking about it.
I'm not.
You're not comfortable talking about your height or your shoe size?
Not at all. Yeah, you wanna know why?
Well, shoe size doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you wanna know why, though? Yeah. Because... Right, I'm gonna get a little serious, and I don't really like getting serious, but when people see me, it's not like, how are you? All this, it's
wow, you're tall.
Yeah, wow, you're tall.
What shoe size are you?
Do you have to get your shoes custom fitted? It's like, yes, that does happen. Like, yeah, cool, if you want to say, wow, you're tall, and I'm like, yep. But if you continue the conversation on, and that's the only, like, and you were like, oh, wow, you're so tall, your feet are so big,
on that one thing
and then you move, and then you walk away and talk to someone else, don't start the conversation with me. If you're not going to sit there and have a conversation, that's why people are like, oh, why don't you have conversations with people? It's like, because all they want to talk about is my height.
The first time I met you, I was like, hey, I'm Vinny. And you're like, I'm Joe. And I was like,
we had a normal conversation.
You're tall. You got pretty big shoes. That's about it. I don't give a shit, because I know I have to order mine. And I'm guaranteeing that you have to order yours.
Yeah,
congrats.
And it's just...
It sucks to try and order shoes. I felt that, buddy. I just don't know about heightness. Like, fucking how tall you are. That's the only thing. And, like, even then, I'm like, every once in a while, I'm like, hey, friendly giant. And that's about it. But
that's a difference, because we're
also best friends for 4 years.
Yeah, so like, we've been friends for 4 years. Like, these are people that I don't know. And they're like, oh, you're so tall. You're like, do you have to custom order your shoes? And it's like, yeah, I do, but I'm also...
It's the blatantly obvious answers to questions that you don't want to give. I hate that shit. Oh, you're a big dude. I bet you wear big clothes. Yes, I fucking do.
Yeah. It's like, oh, and then...
I was loved as a child for mostly, and my dad didn't give a shit about what he fed
me,
which... Love him, but he was shopping on a budget.
Yeah, shit happens.
A hungry fucking 12-year-old was like, food, give me food.
And the thing is, it's like, and I'm not, and when I say this, and I know people in my family listening, I'm not putting anybody on blast, but like, it's like with my brother. He has the coolest job in the world. I don't care what anybody says, what anybody does, has the coolest job in the world. Yeah. People will not say, oh, wow, you're tall. Because he's a tall guy. He's a tall guy. What have you been driving this week? What have you been doing? Because his job.
It's just because he has a reputation, and that precedes his height and his other things. I mean, like when you first look at him, you kind of see he's distinguished. He's always wearing like a collared shirt. He's always wearing jeans. He's always having his Apple Watch on. He's always answering his phone or doing something on his phone. Yeah. And it's more like a distraction to like. He looks well put together versus us where we're used to New England weather where we came out with like baggy sweatshirts and baggy sweatpants and fucking drove in an Escalade for the first time. We were like sightseeing. It looked like we were out of place. Whereas like your brother, I think, has a reputation there because of his job that it's like, oh shit, I already know you because I've heard about you from so-and-so. Whereas like no offense, but my dad doesn't talk about me all the time. I don't think your dad talks about you to his friends. I mean,
No,
my
I don't.
dad's friends already know
I
me.
think that he does. I
They're
just
friends with
think
me.
that like. I'm trying to figure out how to explain this without kind of making it sound really shitty, because it's not. Like, I'm not complaining about this, but like, because it's fine. Like, I've dealt with it like my whole life, and people don't know that. Most people don't know that I do this. I have a
Right.
photography business. I
Right.
have like all these different stuff that I do.
Right, like when it comes to us, like I hang signs for a living. I'm nothing special. Like, granted, I got A's in school, and I did this, and I did football, and I did weightlifting, and I still go to the gym. But like, I'm no like prize kid. I feel like that's
Trust
just,
me,
like,
I'm not either.
Yeah,
I'm the world's shittiest entrepreneur
like
that
that's
still
just-
works
I
at
feel
retail.
like- I feel like we're just the boxed out boys. We're getting outboxed by everyone else. We're getting boxed out by these high names and high people and all these celebrities and shit. And like,
But I think that's what kind of motivates us,
yeah,
though.
I think that's what makes us.
'Cause,
keep
like,
going every morning.
And like, I know what your dad was saying. Like, oh, like it's like, do you really want to do this, or is it like
Yeah,
a hobby?
He said to us off. He asked us off mic. Do you see yourself actually doing this, or like, are you just like 10-year-olds who just got microphones and want to do it as a hobby?
And I don't know about you, but like,
I want to do this like.
I
as a
do. It's
profession.
like
I'd love to still work because I still like the work.
I still like to
mentality of
have the
getting up early
business.
and going to do something, but also having this on the side.
Yeah.
I love doing both.
And the thing is, like, with
Granted, it
this,
might be stressful, but still.
but like, this isn't. And like I said this in the first one. This isn't. I wouldn't want to do this forever. I would want to
Right.
do this and expand off, because there's so much shit that I want to do.
Yeah.
I just need the money to do it. And I'm not like, this goes beyond money
This isn't,
now.
like money hungry. Like, we're not doing this because we want money. We're doing this because
We enjoy it.
We love to do this.
We
love
I
to
don't
sit
know about
around
you,
and
but
have talks all night.
I look
mean,
forward to this every week.
Yeah, I do too.
I love the work that
Every
we put
Friday
into
I
it.
wake up, I go, shit, I gotta record a podcast. Let's go.
And
It
it's
gets me
like,
through my day, and then once
Yeah.
I get here and after I'm done, I'm like, shit, now I gotta wait for another week. And then I'm like, the week flies by, and I'm like, holy shit, it's Thursday night, and I'm going to sleep. I got the podcast to record tomorrow. Let's go again.
and the thing is, and like the thing that I fucking love about doing this is that people are like, oh, it doesn't seem that hard. Just have a conversation. It's like,
no, it's hard.
we
and
spent
haven't even,
10 minutes setting up today.
yeah, we spent 10 minutes setting up because we got new equipment for.
Yeah,
these
and
things.
it took us
Which you can
it
kind
took
of
us
hear
like
in
an
the microphone.
Yeah, I really hope
Sorry
that
about
that doesn't
I'll
annoy
cut that
people. This is going to get better. You just really need to hang in with us for
Yeah.
now. Like, we're
We're
not.
starting up. We're
We're starting from the bottom.
We're literally starting from the bottom.
Literally, we had nothing.
Yeah.
And we just bought stuff that looked right. And with it, like, it's not just like, at first, yes, it was just us going off our head.
Like, our first episode, we deleted our first
Yeah, we deleted our first episode.
It was a pretty decent one, but like the mic quality was shit. We had video, but it stopped recording after 11 minutes. We're still working out some of the bugs. Like,
Yeah.
even now, I'm probably sitting way too close to the mic. I could probably move it back here, and it'd be fine, better back here. But like, I'm just so used to having a shit mic that I would have to like be here,
In it, yeah.
in it,
And
like,
but no, I mean, it's just like, there's a lot of shit that goes into this that
Yeah.
people don't realize and people undermine, and that's the thing that kind of gets me like,
yeah,
why?
Like, I know you're not on the editing side of this, but this also takes me like almost my entire weekend. Like, last weekend wasn't even like a full sit down to edit.
Yeah.
Like, some people edit in like an hour or so.
Props. Like,
Yeah, that's props.
Props.
It's like, I'm still trying to figure out editing in general. And like, editing has been like a real fun journey for me on the side, because now I'm trying to figure out how to edit things, like how to actually get clips of stuff into this, or how to splice audio together, or how to do this and that, and put pictures in there, put editing actual stuff, so it kind of keeps the ball rolling with the entertainment side
Yeah.
of like it, because we only have the YouTube, we have the Instagram, but I haven't posted anything to the Instagram yet. I'm going to work on that this weekend.
I'll post too.
And we usually post just on our story, but like, we're gonna post stuff on the Instagram. we're going to try and get the Spotify up this weekend. Well, I'm going to. And try and make it reach out a little bit further than just YouTube, because YouTube, we only broke like 100 views actually today. Or no, yesterday. We broke 100 views, and then we got 103 today. But I feel like those numbers could be expanded if we just opened our platforms up to more.
Yeah, and with it, and like I think people kind of realize by now that you do the audio and the editing stuff because you're good at that. I do the business side to this.
Right.
I get us the future guests who,
right.
like, and I'm saying this now. I'm not going to say who it is because if it falls through, and if it falls through, it's sad. But I don't think it will. Like, hang in there. Like, if you don't want to watch all of our podcasts, that's
the best
fine.
Thing about hitting rock bottom is there's only one way to go.
That like. The people that we are going to have on this podcast are going to be insane.
Either baffle you or surprise you.
Like how the hell did these kids get this person?
Yeah. And I feel like that's why it's such a balanced team, because you know a little bit. I know more of the business side. Well, not the business side, but like the marketing side of it, and like the expanding and editing of like not the business. You have the outreach. I have the business.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it is. You have the people, I have the editing. I feel like that's what
I think we both know how to make it good. Yeah. In a sense of like getting it out on time. Doing it like this. Not like stopping.
I still have to figure out timing wise, because Monday mornings are the easiest time for me to put them out, because I can just set them for a timer for 5 a.m. on Monday morning, but I gotta figure out on every platform how to do that. Or like random clips, I might just do like noontime on Monday. And that way, if you missed the previous episode, you can go back and be like, oh, that was a funny episode. I should probably listen to that.
And this, for now, like before we kind of, because I run a little bit short on time, but like last thing is like, this podcast is, yes, you can just listen to it whenever, but like we made this Monday morning when you're going to work and when you're on your lunch break and stuff like that. Like, just listen.
Great way to pass time, great way to just
and it's hard because it's on YouTube, so you're kind of just like sitting and listening.
And there might be ads, which we haven't gotten any ads yet because we don't have 1,000 followers, which reminds me.
Like and subscribe. We're doing a special thing for 1,000.
We're doing a special for 1,000. I don't know what it is yet. We might do one for 420,000 or 420,000.
420 just enjoy.
Or just 4,200. We might do a special episode.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Shit or something.
Figure something out.
We'll figure something out. But we're running a little bit short on time. So
thank you for listening. Have a good day at work.
End of a box talk for you.
Yep.
This has been another installment of the Boxed Out Boys. I hope you enjoy your Monday morning ride to work.